Hello everyone and welcome back to Sports Today. A bit of a breaking news update for you guys. You'd remember that yesterday we had reported on the fact that Deepak Chahar had in fact been ruled out of the ODI series against South Africa due to what he described or what is described as a stiffness in the back, and that's why he would in fact be ruled out of the series. Well, we finally have the news on who exactly will be the player who's replacing Deepak Chahar in the squad for the South Africa ODI series, and that person is none other than Washington Sundar. Yes, you heard that right. Washington Sundar is the man who's been drafted in as the replacement for Deepak Chahar in the India squad for the ODI series against South Africa. Now, again, it is on, I would say it's a slightly left of field, replacement, because again, normally most people would think that if a fast bowler has been ruled out, you probably want to actually be bringing in another fast bowler in his place. But I think the thinking here is that India maybe has enough fast bowlers in his disposal right now and could in fact maybe use another spin bowling all rounder in the squad. Now again, Washington Sundar is someone whose strengths are pretty well known at this point. You know for a fact that he's not someone who's necessarily a wicket taker, but a very economical bowler, offers you something with the bat, and most importantly, is very, very important during the power plays where he's very, very effective. He's economical there, gets wickets on occasions. So that's, of course, Washington Sundar's biggest strengths when you look at why it is that he's, still seen in the scheme of things for India. And obviously, Sundar, unfortunately, is also coming off another injury layoff. You'd remember that he'd gotten injured a couple of times during the IPL, and then he was playing one day or domestic one day cricket in England, and even there he ended up picking up another injury. He was supposed to be part of the India squad for the Zimbabwe series. He was ruled out of that too due to an injury. So in a sense, it's also a good way to reintroduce Sundar. It's not a series that has a lot of stakes for the Indian team, you'd remember, because again, this series is part of the ODI Super League, but it is in India who are in need of the points. They have already qualified for next year's World Cup due to the fact that they're the hosts. So for South Africa, it is an important series, but they're already 1-0 down. But of course, you have to remember that for South Africa, they need these points because they're currently languishing in 11th place in the Super League table standings. But the breaking news update, in case you're just joining us, enough about what South Africa's chances are. It's pertaining to the Indian team, and it is that Deepak Chahar has been ruled out of the ODI series against South Africa. The remaining two matches he will not be a part of after missing the first one with what was discussed, what was seen to be a back stiffness. To answer questions which are coming our way about whether Deepak Chahar is still in contention for the World Cup, we don't know that yet. But because the BCCI release does just mention that he will be heading to the NCA, so the National Cricket, he will be going back there, and so because of that, he's going to be monitored further. We don't know for certain whether or not he's out of the World Cup yet. But again, remember, he wasn't part of the squad. He was already only a reserve. So we don't really know what his chances were for the World Cup squad, even assuming he was fully fit. But as things stand, he won't for sure. He won't be playing the ODI series against South Africa, and his replacement is none other than Washington Sundar. Whether Sundar gets a game or not, that's something that remains to be seen. But clearly the Indians are confident that they have enough pace bowling in the current squad. Although I think fans who were irritated or disappointed with the way Avesh Khan performed would probably be a little more disappointed to know that that means he might just get a longer rope in, of course, the Indian team going forward. But either which way, the major breaking news update, if you're just joining us, Deepak Chahar ruled out of the ODIs against South Africa. His replacement is Washington Sundar. This has been this breaking news update. As and when more information comes your way, we will be sure to bring it to you. So do stay tuned for that. For now, thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tap the bell icon, leave us a comment, and of course, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram as well. And last but not least, download the SportsTech app for more such breaking news updates. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye for now.